What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mess Hall. Welcome to Mess Hall Digs. On this episode, I'm going to dive deep into some used shoes, what you should be looking for when you're out there thrifting. In the past couple days, I have sold about 13 pairs of used shoes on my eBay store. I had a total profit of about $190, $375 in total sales in just a couple days, selling nothing but used shoes. I want to make sure you understand what you need to be looking for, why used shoes are so lucrative, the profits are so juicy, and why you should be shopping for them while you're out there in the field. Let's go! First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with your boy. It's late where I'm at. We burning the midnight oil around here, trying to give you guys some content that may be helpful. I sell used shoes, clothing, toys, all kinds of stuff on an eBay store. My goal with this channel is to help maybe give you some ideas on some side hustles, some ways to make some extra income. Maybe you're falling short on money on paydays. Doing the things that I describe to you in these videos will hopefully help give you some ideas to just make some extra money. Today's all about used shoes. It might be a little bit of a long video, but I have a lot of great content that I want to give you. I'm going to dive deep into why these used shoes can be so lucrative. You can make a full-time living just selling nothing but used shoes. Now, shoes are my number one favorite love. I love shoes. I'm a sneakerhead. So that's the first thing I always look for when I'm out there thrifting. But I do sell other things. But it's been crazy. The last 2 days, my used shoes have been flying off the shelves. I've sold 13 pairs in the past 2 days. I did go do a little bit of thrifting today before I get started. My wife and I went out to breakfast before she had to be at work. On my way back home, I slid through the thrift store, which was right on my way back. I was in there for about 30 minutes. I found a couple really juicy items I want to show you real quick. First of all, these are Otomic's Stingray weightlifting shoes. So if you've ever been in the gym and seen that really swole guy with like 600 on the bar doing squats, he's probably got these on. These run about $130 brand new. I'll pull up a couple of the latest comps from eBay with these. These are brand new. I did pay up for them. I paid $30 for these, but they should sell between $110 and $120, I'm guessing, easily. So that's a pretty good pickup. And then something new I just discovered today. I didn't know anything about these, but these are Mark Nason. You can see this. Mark Nason, made in Italy boots, right? So if you can see, I got the little cross zipper, side zipper leather boots. Very nice. These are going for $175 pre-owned right now. The last few comps I've seen on eBay, $175. And like I said, I knew nothing about these. I paid $12 for these. So obviously the thrift store didn't know what they were because they would have priced them better. So $12, probably going to sell them for about $175. When I first saw them, my initial thought was, hey, those look like some Kiefer Sutherland Lost Boys vampire boots. That's what made me initially pick them up. Sometimes that's all it takes. You see something cool, like, hey, those look pretty cool. They remind me of blah, blah, blah. And then you just look them up. So my Kiefer Sutherland Lost Boys vampire boots, $175. Not to mention, if you see in the background here, I found this John Randall vintage 90s champion jersey. It's a $40 to $50 jersey. I paid $4.99 for it. So I spent about $46, $47 today at the thrift store, looking at a potential profit of about $260, all in about a 30-minute quick trip to the thrift store. And that's why I'm here, to try to get you on the gravy train with me. All right, let's get back into the sales. So when it comes to selecting used shoes, here's my general rule of thumb. When it comes to women's shoes, I only usually stay between the sizes of 7 and 9. The United States average women's shoe size is 8 to 9. So 8.5 being probably the most common women's size shoe, but I stay in that 7 to 9 range. Sometimes I go up into the 12 women's size 12 shoes because they need love too. They need to find shoes for their foots, and it's probably harder for them to find good shoes for their foot size. For men's shoes, I usually stay between 8 and 12. Men's 9 and 10 are the most common shoe sizes. The most sold men's shoe size in the US is a 9 to a 10. When it comes to like running shoes, gym shoes, I try to find the best condition possible. I won't buy a pair of used running shoes unless they're in pretty good used condition, because you want them to be stable, you want them to be able to last, and you want the person that buys them to be able to get a lot of miles out of these used running shoes, even though they are used. So the first sell are these Reebok CrossFit women's shoes. These are the Reebok Nano 3.0. Now, these were a tough sell because not only are they a specific niche shoe like CrossFit, if you haven't heard of the CrossFit Games, it was made popular by a man named Rich Froning, who's a 4-time champion. It is pretty much an event that they hold. It's like a 4-day event where they test your strength, endurance, stamina. They got you doing all kinds of crazy things. They bike, swim, run, lift a bunch of heavy weights. As you can see, Rich Froning is jacked, and Reebok sponsors this event. So, of course, Reebok developed a CrossFit shoe. So it sat kind of a long time, but I finally got a couple offers. I took this offer, $23, because women's want to get jacked too, right? The ladies like doing CrossFit. So I found the right buyer, out the door. All right, next item on the list are these Crocs, men's Crocs Islanders. Now, these reminded me kind of like if you took a men's Sperry, which is like a boat shoe, and you introduced it to a pair of Crocs, and they went out and had dinner and some wine, and ended up falling in love and having a child. This is what you would get. These are the Croc Islanders. It's like a Sperry Croc boat shoe looking thing. So I found these at the bins. I only paid a couple dollars for them. These ended up selling for $34 plus shipping. So this was a great flip. These were really cool. The top was leather. So if you see something like this, definitely a pickup. Next up are these Teva sandals. Now, Teva sandals, again, with sandals and summer shoes and shoes that most people will use their bare foots when they put them in. You know, they won't have a sock to break that layer between the actual shoe and your foot. Again, very pristine condition is what I look for. You don't want any worn out, ruggedy, nasty looking shoes unless they're Birkenstocks. Birkenstocks, man, it's almost like the more worn out looking they are, the better. Birkenstocks, always pick up Birkenstock sandals no matter what condition they are, unless of course the sole's falling apart or something. But Birkenstocks is always a pickup. But Tevas is another popular sandal. These are the Teva Hurricanes. Now, the Tevas kind of have a tier system as well. The basic cable Tevas, they go for about $50 brand new. The Teva Hurricanes, like these are about $70 brand new. And then I think Teva makes like a 4-wheel drive hiking sandal where the sole's real thick and rugged, so you can go hiking over them rocks and stuff and through the riverbeds wearing your sandals. So these are kind of the middle range on the tier system for Tevas. I received an offer yesterday. I went ahead and accepted it. I think I paid $4.99, so $23 sale, not bad. Next on the list are Dansko. Now, these are some of my favorite shoes to pick up. We have a nursing program really close by here. It's actually at the college that I teach at part-time. I teach culinary arts at the college, but they have a really good nursing program there. So Dansko are really popular shoes in the nursing hospital community. Also in the food service industry, you know, waitresses, cooks, people that are on their feet a long time. These are the perfect shoes for them. They are really good quality shoes. I picked these Danskos up because they were just like the flat leather Mary Jane style, which are some of the more higher end ones. I think these run almost in the $150 range, brand new. Most popular ones that I find now have like the glossed over patent leather look, and they have a lot of crazy designs. They're really cool shoes. Some of the designs can get really out there. But these ones really caught my eye. I actually found these at the Goodwill bins as well, so I only paid a few dollars. Ended up selling these for $48. And like I said, Danskos can go up into the $140, $150 range brand new. So you got to think, when you have these nursing students or these waitresses that really can't afford to pay up in that $150 range for a pair of really good quality shoes, they have no issue going on eBay and trying to find a really good used pair for that $30 to $40 to $50 range. And that's where I sell them at all day, baby. I'm in that 30 to 50 all day on the Danskos. They sell like hotcakes around here. All right, next up, nothing too exciting. These are some Rockport, Oxford, comfy looking business casual shoes. When I saw these, I just pictured a guy like a used car salesman, right? The salt and pepper hair. You know, his name is like Danny or something. And he's got the Nashville Chevrolet logo polo shirt with the brown khakis. These are the shoes that guy's wearing. That's what I pictured. These are like the used car salesman, business casual, polo khaki style shoes. I don't know a whole lot about them. I just know that this Oxford style is pretty popular in that arena. So I picked them up. I think I paid $4.99. Ended up selling them for $23. They actually sold the day I posted them. I might have posted them a little too low. They're really nice, good condition, black leather, really clean. So Rockport, man, it's a classic. Next on the list, the baby Jordan Nike ACG Duck Boots. Now, of course, they're not Jordans, but I call all little kid shoes baby Jordans because it's just cute. It's cute. So I really like these shoes. You know, those are the little Timmy. It's raining outside. It's getting cold. Winter style. Kind of a bite off the old Polo Ralph Lauren duck boots. Put little Timmy in these little nice Nike ACG joints. Good quality shoe. I paid $2.99 for them. They sold for $18. They didn't cost anything to ship because I think they weighed like 9 ounces total. Made someone happy. Good deal all around. Next up are some crazy joints, man. So I found these at the bins as well. These are like the late 90s, I think early 2000s when Baby Fat was around. Now, if you don't, Baby Fat was a brand. It was started by Kimora Lee Simmons, who was married to Russell Simmons. And Russell Simmons had his own clothing company, and it was called Fat Farm. And Fat Farm was pretty much like a hip-hop biting off of what Polo and Tommy was doing type clothing brand. Russell Simmons also started Def Jam Records. His brother is Rev Run from Run DMC. So his wife kind of started her own little women's line company, a little side company off of what Fat Farm was doing. It didn't last too long. I think it was in business maybe 10 years, and I think they sold it. But these are those old, like, high-top Nike Air Force One knockoff boot-looking things. I put them up there for $35. Baby Fat still sells. You just got to find kind of the right pieces, the more 90s they look, the better, I think. I sold these for $35, so not bad at all for a Goodwill bin find. Baby Fat, maybe? I think Baby Fat's making a comeback as well. Next up on the list, running shoes. Now let's talk running shoes for a second. When you're out there looking for used running shoes, the number one brand all day is Brooks. Brooks is the best running shoe brand there is by far. I can't ever keep them in-house. Anytime I find a really good pair of Brooks used, I sell within the week. It's the most popular sought after running shoe. They're really great quality. Number 2 is probably Hoka. Hoka, a really expensive running shoe. They have very great back support soles on them. So people that have bad back problems, these are the perfect running shoe for them. So Brooks and Hoka are probably the top 2 without a doubt. To go along with the ones you probably know about, like the Adidas Ultra Boost, Adidas Boost. They make good running shoes. And then Nike has a bunch of different good lines of running shoes. But always up there when you see the top running shoes of the year, the New Balance 1080s are always up there. I think the New Balance V10s just came out. I sold these. These are a women's New Balance 1080. I think they were the V7s. So like, again, they're 3 years old. And they were a women's size 12. So going back to what I said before, sometimes I will venture up into those big leagues of the woman's foots, man, because these are a really good running shoe. They're always in the top 10 every year of best running shoes. And there's got to be a woman with a size 12 foot that wants to get in some runs too with a good shoe. I had them priced at like $40 because they were in pretty good condition, even though they were 3 years old. And these can go for about $140 new. So I thought 40 was a good price for this shoe. But like I said, the market was just really small for a size 12, women's size 12 shoe. I did advertise it as a men's 10 as well, just hoping maybe a men's 10 size shoe would buy it. But I got an offer for $25. So I went ahead and took that offer and just got them out of here. All right, next on the list, Ugg boots, man. Ugg boots, no brainer. Most people know about Ugg boots. Pretty much even crap condition Ugg boots are going to sell. The one thing I do kind of know about Ugg boots, and maybe this will help you when you're trying to find the style and how to list these particular ones that I sold. These are the Bailey Bow Ugg boots. Now there's 3 different styles of the Bailey Bow. As you can see, they have the little cool, cute bow on the back of them. These ones that I sold are the mini Bailey Bow, which means they have just the one bow. Then you have the Bailey Bow 2s, which are a little bit taller, and they got the 2 bows. And then you got the Bailey Bow Talls, which are the ones that you see that are almost, calf high. So you got the mini Bailey Bows, the Bailey Bow 2, and the Bailey Bow Tall. That's pretty much all I know about Ugg boots, other than just grab them. So I think I paid $10 for these at a yard sale. They were in okay condition. They had some marks on them. You can buy Ugg boot cleaning kits at like Journeys and stuff. Some suede cleaner. I cleaned them up a little bit, but didn't do a whole lot. I just made sure I took good pictures of all the staining that was on the boots. And they sold the day I posted them for $35. I probably could have got more. But, it's all good. Keep my karma strong. Hook people up. The next 2 shoes on the list, not much to say other than just grab them, man. Converse Chuck Taylors. The highs and the lows, and the men's and the women's. Converse is probably my best-selling shoe. Anytime I find a Chuck Taylor high, Chuck Taylor low, I always pick it up. They're really easy to clean, especially on the white parts of the shoe. I just use a magic eraser, and a lot of the scuff marks and stains come right off. It's easy to get them really clean looking. The black high tops that I'll show you right here, they were jacked, man. They weren't in very good condition. The insoles were actually missing out of them, and I still sold them for $20. These were a Goodwill bin find as well. And then these next ones were women's low top Chuck Taylors. They had the cool little mustaches on them. I think they were like a velvet mustache. A lot of them had rubbed off and had disappeared. And I still got a great markup on these. I sold them for $27. They got paid $4.99 for them. Converse Chuck Taylors, man. Just people love this shoe. It's a classic. It goes with everything. All-time great shoe. I always sell them all the time. So that's one that you definitely need to have on your list. All right, next up, we're almost there, man. These Nike Train Speed 4, I believe they're called. So Nike released these shoes, and they did a lot of college edition ones. And because I've said before in my past videos, I live in Tennessee. I find a lot of University of Tennessee stuff. I was at a yard sale. I found these at a yard sale for $5. They were in pretty good condition. I knew I had to put a little bit of work in cleaning them up. Brought them home, put them through the works, scrubbed some profits into them, and they ended up selling for $40. So, and they sold to somebody in Georgia. So like I said, there's Tennessee fans everywhere. Maybe they lived here for a while. They moved away. They went to school somewhere else. They joined the military and they bounced up out of here. They still want their Tennessee gear. and they can't really find it where their new location is. So they depend on us in the regions we're at to supply it for them. So $40 out the door, cost me $5. Gratefully. And last on the list are these Dr. Martens or Doc Martens. Doc Martens were huge back when I was in high school, especially during the grunge era in California. Now, if you don't know what Doc Martens look like, the most popular version, the most sought after version of Doc Martens look like this. They're like a high combat boot. They were very popular with the kids with the ripped jeans and the flannel shirts. It was just a really big look in the 90s during the grunge era with Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Soundgarden and all that West Coast, Seattle and all this stuff came out. And Doc Marten did venture into other looks of the shoe, like these ones right here that sold. Now this is the Oxford version of a Doc Marten. So it's kind of like, history professor that's a Pearl Jam fan type shoe. Not as popular or sought after, but still have some value to them if you can find them at a good price. I think I ended up paying like $6.99 for these. They sold for $24. So not a huge markup on them, but Doc Martens are always in the back of my mind because of living through that era. Just seeing the kids, Doc Martens were everything. So definitely if you can find the high Doc Marten combat style boots in any color pretty much, black being the most popular of course, but I've sold blue ones, I've sold burgundy ones. It's just a great classic boot. People still love them. They're vintagey. It brings people back. It's nostalgic. So definitely have Doc Martens on the list. Woo! Show me some love. All right, so that's it, man. That's the video for today. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I didn't bore you to death too much. Hopefully you learned something. Used shoes, man. There is a market, a big market. Like I said, the last few days, they've just been flying out of here. It's what I've been selling the most of. So used shoes, keep a lookout. Go to your thrift stores. Like I said, today I spent 30 minutes. I'm looking at $260 profit on just a couple pairs of shoes I found. So be on the lookout. Until next time. Woo!